Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we start learning something, we want instant results. And this happens because we have a default setting of reacting to every knowledge. Rather than responding, we start reacting. And as a result, when Panchakoshas are rejected, there is nothing that is remaining. This is how the student inquired. See, if we start and then experience rather than imagine. So this question which was raised by the student, that if the Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, if these are rejected, then there is nothing that remains to be experienced, because this is the only thing we know. And therefore nothing is remaining. What does it mean? It means the student is trying to understand without giving up identification with the Panchakoshas. And therefore it is necessary that we work on this. And what is working on this? Is you will never get it in any book. You have to discover your own techniques. Like a child, when the child starts learning how to walk, has any child ever gone to his mother, Mummy, when you were a baby like me, how did you learn walking? Can you teach me? No. The child learns by his own techniques. First. Second thing, he never gives up. If we can learn this thing from the child, that we have to discover our own techniques. Every time asking question, but why and how? Those who are howling at the life, they are whiling away the life. And therefore, here the teacher says that your question is very wrong, because Badam Nindradaya Sarve Anubhavananda Itaraha Tatha Api Eti Anubhavanti Yena Tam Ko Nivare. The one who is experiencing these five great koshas through which the truth is expressing, to that absolute knowledge, pure consciousness, how can you deny? See? Therefore, the various stories we come across in the scriptural literature, they have got a subtle meaning. Example, there was a Guru Maharaj and he wanted to retire, take a samadhi. So he decided to fix next person who will take care of his work. And therefore he decided to take an examination. So he told, both of you, I give you a matchbox, go separately and burn all the sticks. But remember one thing, nobody should see. Okay, the street smart disciple, he went to the bathroom and burned all the sticks and came back in 15 minutes. The other disciple did not come. So the first disciple said, see, I have come, give me this. He said, no, we have to wait till the last date of submission of the application is over. After 24 hours, the other disciple came. And Guru asked, so, have you finished? No, I could not burn a single matchstick. How come? The first one was very happy. Anyway, I am really dumb, you can't do it. I am smart. So the teacher asked, okay, you burnt all the sticks. Where did you go and do it? Where nobody has seen you? I went in the bathroom, closed the door, and nobody saw me. Very good. You are intelligent. What about you? I could not find any place where nobody is seeing, because wherever I went, I was seeing. See the difference? Unless we become subjective in our experiences, we will only be objective in our understanding. And this is one of the biggest obstacles every educated fool has. Because what happens, that in the material sciences, we learn everything objectively. And that habit of objectification in the knowledge is the biggest burden. See? For example, we learn physics, chemistry, mathematics, everything. But it is other than I, objectively. See? And therefore, here the teacher is trying to help us. That the one who has been eliminating and who has negated all the Panchakoshas, how can you negate him? So, Yena tam ko nimare, you cannot negate. And therefore, this self cannot be an object of experience. Swayam eva anubhutitva vidyate na anubhavyata. Anubhavyata means becoming an object of experience. So this reality cannot become an object of experience because Swayam eva anubhutitva is of the nature of experience. It is not experience of something. It is not knowledge of something. It is not existence of something. See? But we have been always learning and understanding that it is the knowledge of mathematics, knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. It is not of. Therefore, Swayam eva anubhutitva vidyate na anubhavyata, and therefore through jnana antara bhava adneya. And because there is no possibility of knower who has known something. So what is this experience? This experience that is that where the experiencer and the experienced duality does not happen. See? So experience without an experiencer, experience without an object of experience, and therefore only absolute experience. And therefore it cannot become an object of experience. And natu asattaya. Why the truth doesn't become an object of experience, why we cannot experience, is not because it is non-existent, but because it is you yourself. It is something like this, you know. A sugar cane went to the doctor. And Dr. Sahab, kindly check my sugar. I feel I am having very high sugar. A sugar cane never suffers from diabetes. See? Because that is its very nature. And therefore, udaharan is given, madhurjani svabhavanam anyatra svaguna arpinam swasmin tad arpana peksha natu cha asti anyat arpakam. So the things like the sugar. The sugar has the sweetness, it doesn't depend on sweetness, it is borrowed. See? The Rasgulla and Jalebi, they borrow sweetness from the sugar. See? Like the knowledge we borrow from others. Where from we borrow these days? Gugalananda Maharaj. For anything, you Google, copy, paste. One place I went, a small boy, maybe about 8, 12 years, he said, Swamiji, I have written an article. Very good. Show me. Please come and see on my iPad. So he opened it. Very good. How did you write so much? Oh Swamiji, I had to work hard. What is that working hard? Nothing. Google. Go and put the search word and something comes and you like it and you copy it and paste it, copy it. That's it. And therefore, with this technique, we want to know the self. It can never happen. So, swasmin tat arpanapeksha na. As regards the sweetness itself is concerned, sugar doesn't require any borrowed sweetness. Similarly, we do not require any borrowed experience. We are not talking about experience of something. Arpakantara-hitepi astesham tat svabhavata mahut tatha anubhavyatvam bodhatma tunahiyate. So, the sugar being itself of the nature of sweetness doesn't expect any sweetness from others, because that svabhavata, it is the very nature of the sugar to be sweet in the same manner. Mahut tatha anubhavyatvam. Maybe we are not able to experience the self as an object of knowledge. This is one of the very important techniques given in our various texts, wherein we are trying to recognize the experience where experiencer and experienced does not exist. For example, sounds are heard by the ears. But don't we hear also the silence? Unless silence is heard, the sounds will not become many. Like Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. How many times I chanted? Why 3 times? Because after one Sri Ram, there was absence of the sound. Now, how many times I chanted Om? Once. Because in between, there was no silence. The third step. Sounds are heard by ears. The ears cannot hear the silence. And yet, we experience silence. So that which is not only illuminating the sounds through the ears, but which is also illuminating the absence of the sound, and therefore the truth is beyond the sound and the silence. Beyond. And therefore, when it is beyond the sound and the silence, we don't depend on the sound and the silence to establish our presence. Whether I am or I am not doesn't depend on the objective world. Is it not? In the deep sleep, the total objective world, including the Panchakoshas, are completely negated, and yet do we experience our absence? So this eternal presence cannot become an object of knowledge. Now if you take this as a thumb rule, then all your questions in the spiritual experiences will be sorted out. What are the experiences of Swamiji? When I sat for meditation, there was some light came, red light came. And then it became yellow. And then it became green. What is this experience? You were standing too long before the traffic signal. And therefore this happened. Please remember one important thing. These experiences do happen. It's not they don't have, they do have. But what value we give to them depends on what is your foundation of understanding. See? Suppose one day you saw the light. Next day when you sit for meditation, what will be your goal? To see the same light again. Not knowing. Meditation is never repeated. Repeatability is possible only in the experience if it is finite. Words are finite. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. You can repeat. Silence, you cannot repeat. And that which is beyond the sound and the silence, how can you repeat it? And if you want to repeat your meditation experience, you are still in an objective field. You are nowhere near your absolute nature. See, friends. And therefore, one has to be extremely careful. This is what Patanjali also says. That when the mind becomes quieter and purer, all kinds of experiences start coming. And if we get carried away by those experiences, we are caught up in Prakriti. And thereafter only one worry. I don't know, that day it was such a nice thing, I had seen light and all that. Last 1 week, not a single day I have seen light. And then these people come to Swami, I don't know what happened. That day, it was such a nice meditation. It was a very good meditation. Look here, good meditation. There can be good or bad sound. Silence can neither be good nor bad. See, the form can be beautiful or ugly. The formless sky is neither beautiful nor ugly. Any experience which is finite, which comes, stays and goes, has nothing to do with the reality. See, friends. Otherwise we get lost only in that. And then such frustrated people come. Swamiji, I have been doing Vipassana. This is your problem. No, but what is happening, sometime I saw the light, and after that I never saw the light. What did I do then? Maybe your bulb has been fused. So, change the bulb. Hold on to this principle. Any experience which comes in time, stays for some time, and goes away after some time, has nothing to do with the truth. Otherwise, on 30th of February, I had the vision of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And then I celebrate that day. Krishna Darshan Mahotsav. But then what happened thereafter? Thereafter he never came. But why? Because there is nothing like 13th February. Oh. See, friends, all the experiences are only at the level of matter. These are the projections by the mind. A devotee of Krishna, a Pushti Margi. There are two paths. One is Pushti Marga, second is Kashti Marga. Pushti Margi are Gujarati. Chappan bhog, datke khao, Krishna. And the second one is Kashti Margi, those people in Maharashtra walking from Anandi to Pandharpur in a terrible heat and rain and barefooted. That is the Kashti Marga. And both of them, these Gujaratis become Pushti and they become Kashti. And both of them are equally frustrated. इतने दिन से कर रहे कुछ हुआ नहीं. किसको? भगवान को. Therefore, hold on to this principle. Ma bhut tatha anubhavyatvam bodhatma tu na hiyate. But the experience that we are na hiyate can never be rejected. See? Aheyam anupadeyam. The truth is defined or spoken of by Bhagavan Shankaracharya in his commentary on Kenopanishad. Aheyam, that which cannot be rejected. Anupadeyam, therefore there is no need to gain it. When you have never rejected anything, you have never gained it also. Therefore, ma bhut tatha anubhavyatvam bodhatma tu nahiyate swayam jyotir bhavattesha purosmad bhasate khilat tameva bhantamanveti tad bhasa bhasyate jagat. Now this is the mantra which comes from Kathopanishad and Mundakopanishad. Na tatra suryo bhatira chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantamanubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. This mantra is quoted in this particular verse. While we were coming, we saw both the sun and the moon facing each other. When the sun was not around, moon was shining with its cool, glorious light. And that is why during the full moon time, all the inmates of an asylum, they celebrate. They are called moony people. And when the sun rises, for a few moments, the patch of moon will be seen in the sky as a dead star without even this much of light. No brightness. And as the sun comes further, the moon disappears. See? So even before the moon was there, sun was there. And in the light of the sun alone the moon is revealed. In the same manner, before anything is created, the truth existed as it is. Otherwise, what we will have to say? That the world has come out of non-existence. Can the world come out of non-existence? Out of non-existence, nothing can come out. See, can the ornaments come out of non-existence? No. They do not exist in the gold, but the gold exists. And then what do? We superimpose the name and the form on the gold, and then the gold itself plus the name and the form and the utility is called as an ornament. In the same manner, this whole world is earlier existing as absolute existence, and on this absolute existence, names and forms are superimposed, and they are so violently superimposed that the substratum, the pure existence, is hidden behind the names and the forms. See? And when we are able to withdraw our attention from the names and the forms, do we experience absence? We say the name is absent, the form is absent, but the one who was illuminating their presence and absence is the eternal existence. See? Therefore, one existence with the superimposition of names and forms is called as the world, and the same existence with the superimposition on the Panchakoshas, what we are studying, is called as the Jiva. And when we go beyond the limitations of the Panchakoshas, the world of names and forms disappear. See, as in case of deep sleep, what is the deep sleep? In deep sleep, we go beyond the names and the forms. In the deep sleep, we are neither man nor woman, form. See, neither Gupta ji nor Verma ji name. But we are there. So this eternal existence, when supports the objective names and forms, is called as the world, and the same eternal existence, when supports the Panchakoshas, is called as the Jiva. And then this Panchakosha personality becomes the experiencer and the world becomes experience. And therefore, this world is nothing but absolute conscious blissful existence if you delete the names and the form. Therefore, Swayam Jyoti Bhavatesha. So this absolute conscious existence is Swayam Jyoti, self-illumined. Suppose you are in a very dark room and somebody, your mother asks, who is there in that room? Mummy, I am there. How do you know? There is no light. Do we require light to know our own presence? Do we know our presence through the agency of sense organs or the mind or the intellect? No. This is another simple way to look at the truth, that about which we do not invoke the activation of the sense organs and the mind and the intellect. That experience is our essential nature. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Take this example. In a dark room, the candle light is very bright. But there is candle in that room burning. Who illuminates it? Our eyes. So our eyes are brighter than the candle light. The light of the eyes is brighter than the candle light. They don't need candle. Our eyes also illuminate the brightness of the sun. So the light of our eyes is brighter and more powerful than the light of the sun. See? And the light of mind illuminates the light of the eyes. So the light of the mind is more powerful than the light of the eyes. And therefore, as when the sun rises, the moon cannot illuminate the sun. In the same manner, the candle cannot illuminate the vision cannot illuminate the mind, and the mind can never know the consciousness, because the light of the consciousness is still brighter than the light of the mind. Tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati. It is in the light of the consciousness alone that the mind is activated, the sense organs are activated, and the objects are illuminated. And therefore, this eternal presence, how can we say? When Panchakoshas are rejected, there is nothing remaining. So, Swayam Jyotihi Bhavatesha. One child asked me this question. Swamiji, who created God? So I asked him, Beta, who asked you to ask me this question? Mummy asked. Because such a stupid question is never asked by children. The quality of the question tells the quality of the questioner who has asked this question. I said, Mama, what is the problem? Is there any problem between you and your husband? Swami, how do you know? I said, from your question. Whenever anybody asks a question about God and the world, why God has created this world, understand, he is frustrated. When you go to a hill station, you want to enjoy there. Do you ask the question, who established Shimla? Which year? You must be an archaeologist. An archaeologist never likes the latest things. Therefore, an archaeologist loves his wife more and more as she becomes older and older. So, who created God? If God is created, then He is not God. It is uncreated existence. Even our own experience, if you take, do we have the experience of our birth? We don't have. We don't have the experience of our growth. It is somebody who, first time calls us, Auntie, what is the time? That time, if you remember that experience, you get so angry. Don't call me Auntie, call me Didi. But Auntie, you look like Auntie, don't call me. There was one lady, must be in her late 40s, and they went to some place, maybe this Ajanta Ellora caves. The whole group, about 10-20 of them. And this one particular lady, she had not dyed her hair. So they were sufficiently white here and there. And those ladies who were selling the things like, some berries and all that, they said to this lady, Aji, tumhi dhyana. And this lady got so angry, she decided not to take anything from her, even if she gives free. Why? Why she called me Dadi? Do I look like that? She asked me. I said, no, you look sweet 16. See, friends, we have never experienced that we are growing, nor we ever experience we die. This eternal presence. Now what sadhana is required for this? Therefore, tameva bhantam tad bhata bhasas idam bhasyate jagat. So it is in the light of the consciousness alone that the mind is functional. In the light of the mind, the sense organs are functional. In the light of the sense organs, the world exists. So where is everything existing? Only in this absolute conscious existence. This journey in meditation is not in space. This journey in meditation is not in time. This journey in meditation doesn't take you anywhere. This journey and meditation is a total loss, not a gain. Like many times, how much time it will take? That much time, as much time a wife takes to become a woman. See, therefore, tameva bhantamanveti tad bhasa bhasate jagat. Yenedam janate sarvam tat kenanyena janatam vinyataram kena vidya shaktam vetti sadhanam. Yena idam sarvam janate. That because of which everything is known. See? Now see, I have been talking for last 33 minutes, 57 seconds. Out of these 33 minutes, how many minutes you heard me? Even this is not heard. I am constantly talking. Your ears are open, not like a hippo. Hippo has the facility. They can close the ear and open the ears, Like we can close our eyes and open, they can close their ear and open their ear. So you can't close your ears, so I am constantly talking. And yet you did not hear. Why? Because the mind was not behind the ears. Where the mind has gone, Subha chai mili nahi, I don't know what to do. No tea, no morning, and we came here without a tea to play the game. So, mind, if it is there, then only sense organs are functional. And if the consciousness is not able to express as mind through any body, that body is inert, dead. Because the consciousness has to manifest as a mind, then only that body is enlivened. So because of the consciousness, the body is not live and dead. Because of the ability of the body which can express the consciousness of as mind or not, that depends on this. It is determined whether the body is alive or dead. See, friends. Therefore, Idam Janate Sarvam. All colors and forms are known by the eyes. Like this mic, my eyes can see. Will the mic see my eyes? It cannot. Similarly, the mind is known by the conscious reality. Mind can never know what is the consciousness. See? And therefore, because we cannot make the conscious reality as an object of knowledge, does it mean that it doesn't exist? This is the main theme. Therefore, yena idam janate sarvam tat kena annena janatam. Otherwise, there will be a problem. See, this consciousness is known by consciousness number 1. Consciousness number 1 will be known by consciousness number 2. Ad infinitum. No, it is not. And therefore, the truth is never objective, and it is, even to call the reality as subjective is equally wrong. See, a man is called as a husband with reference to his wife. If he has no wife, do we call that person, he is a non-husband? We don't call. If we call somebody he is a non-husband, then we will have to imagine what a divorce. In the same manner, when the truth cannot become objective, to call the reality as subjective is equally wrong. Then what to call? Stop doubting. See, that which is present even in the absence, that which gives existence even to the absence is the reality. So, Vijnataram kena vidya. So, this knower can never become an object of knowledge. How can the knower ever become the object of knowledge? Colors and forms can never know the eyes. Eyes can never know the mind. Mind can never know the consciousness. Then what should be the spiritual practice? First, drop the total objective world. Then come to the sense organs. See, in Kathopanishad, this mantra comes. Yacchedvam manasi prajna tajyached jnana atmani mahati niyached tajyached shanti atmani. First, withdraw from the objective world and come to the instrument through which the objective world was gained. So we reject the colors and forms and we come to the eyes. It is something like this. On our laptop, if there are 2-3 windows open, all of them are seen, but only one is activated at a time. In the same manner, when I am looking at you, so all of you are seen by me in general. But when my eyes go and touch your eyes, then a specific knowledge takes place. So, when I reject any specific attention to anybody, then I started seeing only people are sitting here. It was a slip of tongue. And when I give importance to a specific person, then from there onward, samsara begins. Now, when all of you go away, nothing happens to my vision. If there is more crowd, is it a burden for my eyes to see more people? If there are only 2-3 people, is there any loss for my eyes? No. See, therefore, the presence and the absence of the objective world has no influence on the sense organs which are illuminating them. Now the second step. When the eyes are closed, is it a loss for the mind? And when the eyes are open, is it a gain for the mind? See? When all the 5 sense organs are functioning, mind is carrying a big load. If one sense organ is gone, thank God that is gone. No. And when all our sense organs are closed as in deep sleep, has anything ever happened to the mind? Nothing has happened. Exactly the same thing. We go one step further. Whether there is the capacity in the body to express consciousness as mind, or there is no capacity in the body to express consciousness as mind, will it make any difference to the consciousness? See, whether a bulb is able to express electrical energy as light and other bulb is not able to express electrical energy as light, is it a loss and gain for electricity? Exactly the same. This conscious principle, whether expressing through the body as mind and making that body enlivened, or the body is useless, good for nothing, therefore the consciousness cannot express as the mind, therefore the body appears to be dead. So both in the living and the dead body, consciousness is present. But the capacity of that body determines whether the body will be enlivened or dead. Like behind all the bulbs there is electricity. No, but this is a fuse bulb, how there is electricity behind it? Remove the bulb and put your fingers and come to realize directly. See friends, if we catch this truth in this manner, then we will never get disturbed by what is happening in this world. See? And it is our essential nature. Colors and forms can never disturb the eyes. The sense organs can never disturb the mind. Whatever may be the mind, divine or criminal, it can never touch the consciousness. See, when the consciousness is expressing as mind in the human body and the body is enlivened, and that human body is ascend, or the other body where the mind is manifesting and that body is enlivened, and if that body is a criminal, will it make any difference to the mind or to the consciousness? Whether the body is that of a human being or the body is that of a cow or a cobra, will we say that the consciousness is holy in a cow and unholy in a cobra? See friends, therefore all objectivity must be dropped. Then here the teacher says, Vedetu sadhanam, all the means of knowledge, they are functional only in the objective field. Honey, I love you so much. How much? So much. But even like Himalayas. That is inert love. No. Like the depth of the ocean. Namkeen love. No. Even the expression of love through the language becomes important. And now that which is beyond the mind, how can you ever talk about it? See, friends. And therefore, where the sense organs do not reach, where the mind does not function, where intellect cannot comprehend, that thou art, that is your nature. In Kiroparishad, the mantra comes, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vāg gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha, yatha etat anushishyan. Tatra, in that Paramatma Tattva, in that absolute reality, na chakshur gacchati, sense organs don't function, na vāg gacchati, organs of actions do not function, na manaha, you cannot feel. I was in one of these gatherings, and that gathering was that dynamic meditation, that type. I go everywhere and enjoy. Big tamasha going on. See, you are all great seekers. I have no doubt about it. Because nothing touches you. So many Mahatmas have come and gone. Tried to improve it. Because I am beyond everything. So I went there. And then I was sitting there and he started. You know that awareness has become a stale word. Don't use that word awareness. You should feel consciousness. You should only in the dreamland of imagination. And after that was over, the person who took me there, how do you feel? I said, I was having only one problem. What is the spelling of the field? F-W-L or F-I-double-L? Get out of all these things. And once you get out of all these things, you can be nothing but happy. No efforts are required. Patanjali says, Prayatna Shaithilya Ananta Samapatibhyam Sthira Sukham Bhavati. The steady bliss is possible only if our life is free from all efforts and we merge in the absolute. Ananta Samapatibhyam. Now we are like living in a cocoon. Me, my wife, my children, my property, my business, my health, my disease. Get out of it. See? It is extremely necessary that we take out some time in our life and get out of all this, clutter of things and relations. See? When we conduct camps, here also we are going to have a camp in Malsar from 21st February to 25th. That time we advise, but nobody listens, that also you know. Try to come alone. Don't come husband and wife together for the camp. If you come together, then normally can we have one room only because my luggage, my bag is okay. And then there also what happens? The same samsara opens. This man, and normally the men get up earlier than the ladies. This is God's creation. Why? So the man gets up and goes to the bathroom. And from there, वो toothbrush कहाँ है? They are come for spiritual care. And she barks from there. वहीं तो रखा है. In the morning, the husband talks decent and the wife barks because he is nicely sleeping and asking nonsense questions. वो मिल गया. He doesn't reply. लेकिन toothpaste and again barking. अंधे हो गया, देखो वहीं कहीं होगा. हाँ मिल गया. Meditation, spiritual catch. And after that, वो दांत तो दिख ही नहीं रहे. Learn to get out of this clutter of things and beings around you, and then see the joy. The other day I went to Bali, and we had to go somewhere on a motorcycle. So I said, "With the Lumbia, how can I sit on a motorcycle?" So I put on one Barbuda type thing and the banyan, because it was very hot, and we went very long ride. So when I came back, there was a friend of mine, "Swami, I am seeing you for the first time in this type of band." I said, "You know, I am being a Swami, I have to behave. If you ask me what is my desire is I am allowed to do whatever I want. They don't allow me even to eat what I want. Swami, इसको है ना ढोकले को इस चटनी के साथ खाओ. Let me eat my way. No, ये इसके लिए होता है. They think, you know, that I am a baby and I am a grown-up dariwa. Let me live my life. So this freedom from all the load of possessions and relations doesn't allow us to grow spiritually. See, friends. Therefore, Vedyetu sadhanam, all that is gained through the means of knowledge, sadhanam, such as sense organs, mind, intellect, such as pranayam, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, samadhi, such as meditation, such as puja. This is all objective experiences. We keep on discarding everything and come to a point where no more discarding is possible. And this is what we every day do. Something not new that I am telling you. When we go to sleep, exactly what we do. Next time onwards, when you go to sleep, work on this. When we go to sleep, exactly what we do. We start discarding everything. Slowly. Now don't disturb, mommy is going to sleep. So children are discarded, mommy is gone. Husband is discarded, wife is gone. In-laws are discarded, then the daughter-in-law is gone. And slowly everything, then we go inside the quilt and close our eyes, and the last sadhana is, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. How long will it continue? Till such time I and want is there, sleep doesn't start. When the I and the want disappears, even in the satsang, because one has gone beyond all the desires and the I is dropped. That is what the mantra says, na karmana na prajaya dhanena yagi neke amritattvamana shuho. All that which can be rejected must be rejected. Therefore, all the sadhana is not doing something, it is undoing. It is not becoming spiritual, It is unbecoming samsari. We are spiritual, we don't have to become. If you will become, you will be banavati. And when there will be many of them, they will be nanavati. You don't have to become, it will be banavati. Banogi to banavati hoga. Now see the difference. A boy and a girl, they came to me in Bombay and they said, Swami, we have come to seek your blessings. What? We have fallen in love. So I said, where did you get hurt? Whenever you fall, you get hurt. It is not, you have fallen in love. And when you get hurt, you separate. But the love between the mother and the child, the mother does not do love. For the mother, the love with the child is not a verb. It is a noun. And therefore, no mother is ever told by her mother-in-law or the mother that you should love your child. Everything is told. Don't eat this, don't eat that, don't lift heavy things and this and that. So many things are told, but it is never told you love your child because there is no doing of love. See? बच्चे से प्यार होता है, पति से प्यार करते हैं, कितना बड़ा. And the same child, when the child is grown up, then that pyar which was natural, it gets polluted. And then possessiveness starts. And then the same mother will tell, get married, get married. Mommy, for your sake I am getting married. What is sacrifice? And after the marriage, when the boy goes to the wife, then see, he has forgotten me. Naturally, who will like the oldie when the young is available? And then the whole samsara begins. Therefore, friends, let us discard all the objectivity and efforts which are leading to objectivity in our inquiry. Sa vedti vedyam tat sarvam nanyas tasyat stivedita vidita viditabhyam tat prutak bodha sarvam. Sa sarvam vedyam vedti. The self knows all that is knowable, all that is objective. And na tasya asti vedita. But the self can never be known by anyone. See, friends. You all must have come across many great Mahatmas who have got many siddhis in them. Many of them, not one. Because that is the path wherein the Prakriti is controlled. And when the Prakriti is controlled, one is able to read the minds of others, one is able to bless, because Prakriti is under control. See? And with that controlled Prakriti, when we start living, then what happens? Somebody comes, Maharaji, mere kamar mein bada dard hai. Mura kahika, one hit is given on the kamar. And his kamar becomes alright. So what is happening? Blessing and cursing is possible only if there is a sense of otherness. When I got a scratch here near my eye, the hand has gone and scratched here. Will the eye say, thank you dear? Because somebody else come and scratch. And if the same finger goes in the eye, can't do me. No. Because there is no sense of otherness. So there is neither blessing nor cursing. Therefore, savetti vedyam tat sarvam na anyat asti tasya vedita. Now if this is recognized, he who is knower of everything but nobody knows him, bracket objectivity. Then the question comes, how do we know that? It cannot be known. This is the most beautiful part of Kenopanishad, those who have studied. There the student goes to the teacher. Keneshitam patati preshitam manaha, etc. starts. Under whose lordship and promptings the mind functions in its own field, the eyes function in their own field, the ears function in their own field. Can you please tell me this? The teacher says, it is the eye of the eye, it is the mind of the mind, it is the ear of the ear. So the student is confused. First of all, I came with one pair of eyes. Now this is the eye of the eye. Chasma hai kya? More confused. Now can't you show me that? So the teacher says, na tatra chakshur gacchati, na vang gacchati, na manaha, na vidmaha. Sense organs don't function, organs of action don't function, mind doesn't function, intellect doesn't function. Further, na vidmaha, yatha ekat anushishya. We don't know how to teach. Then did we come to the wrong place? Yes, you have come to the wrong place, go. No, no, sir, don't discard me like this, please. Okay, I will tell you what my Guru told me. He never taught me, he simply told. And this is the statement, vidita vidita vyam tat prata. Anyadeva tat vidita atha avidita tadhi. The truth is other than the known and the unknown. What is the truth is never told. What it is not, it is told. See? So, known and unknown, other than the known, other than the unknown. I know Gujarati, Gujarati cannot be true because other than the known. I don't know English, so English also cannot be true because it is other than the unknown. Now work on this. What is known, what is unknown? And when we become more and more contemplative, we come to know the known is effect, the unknown is cause. Somebody has got loose motion, effect, cause. Why this happened? I came to your house yesterday for food. Okay. Known, unknown. So when it is said other than the known and the unknown, what should it mean? It means it is beyond cause and effect. That which is beyond cause and effect does not fall in the relative world. In the relative world, it is only cause and effect. And what is cause and effect? It is an illusion. It is not the real one. Because of the eyes, colors and forms are established. Because of the colors and forms, eyes are established. So who is because of who? Suppose you go to the eye doctor and he is checking your eyes and he wants you to read. Read those first line, and that very time electricity goes. And there is pitch darkness. Read. I can't read, but it is still there. So unless there is a color and form, eyes are not recognized. And then you sit in the chair and sleep, and the light comes. Swamiji, read. What is there to read? Think you over. No. So if eyes are not there, colors and forms are not established. If they are not there, eyes are not established. So there is mutual dependence. Anywhere where there is mutual dependence is an illusion. Anyadeva tat vidita atha avidita tadhi. Ocean is the cause, waves are the effect. But both of them are essentially water. In the water, there is neither the ocean nor the waves. So when we are playing with the waves, essentially we are playing with the waters. When we jump in the ocean, we are jumping in the water. But we say, oh, the ocean was very deep and there were too many waves, high tide. So what is happening? We have named the water as ocean the cause and waves the effect. So what is the cause and effect? Only vacharam padam vikaro nama dheyam mritika eva satyam. These are only words, words, words. So if you go and talk to the water, pani bhaiya, you know, in our Bombay, all the UPNs are called as bhaiya because they have got a basic business of maintaining the buffaloes and giving the milk. So, pani bhaiya, as ocean you are terrible. Waves I like. So the water will say, excuse me sir, what is ocean? And what is the wave? When the waves break, will anything happen to water? Will the water get drowned in the ocean? So what is the wave and the ocean? Only words, 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 nothing else. In the same manner, the world is recognized as names and forms existing. Names and forms should deny, existence continues. The Jiva is recognized as a matrix of the 5 Panchakoshas. If they are rejected, existence continues. So on one absolute existence, these cause, effect, etc., they are only aupadhic, they are only conditioned expressions. Like one man with the upadhi, conditioning of his father is called as a son. The same man with the conditioning of his son is called as a father. So that one man has become 2. He is sometimes the cause, sometimes the effect. But what is the truth about that man? He is beyond cause and effect. Therefore, we have to get out of this clutch of the intellect. Sense organs can comprehend the objects. Mind can comprehend joys and sorrows. Intellect can comprehend concepts. The truth is none of them. Therefore, anya devata viditan atha or viditan adhi, first meaning. Known and the unknown. Unknown is beyond the scope of our comprehension. And known is in the scope of comprehension. That is beyond the comprehension and non-comprehension. Suppose somebody asked, like yesterday I told, suppose somebody asked me, Swamiji, we see Swami Anubhavananda on the TV. Do you know him? What reply should I give? Yes, no. Yes, no means what I know. No, why? Because I don't know as you know him, someone other than you. Therefore, vidita viditabhyam, I know as well as I don't know. So, vidita viditabhyam tat pruthak bodha swarupakam. So, it is an absolute experience which does not fall in the purview of known and unknown. One more line of thinking. In the waking and the dream experiences, we all have the experience of something is known. In case of the deep sleep, the experience is nothing is known. I know nothing. So, something present is the experience of the waking and dream, and something is absent in the experience of the deep sleep. The truth is beyond the Jagra Swapna Sushupti. Out of the Jagra Swapna Sushupti, 3 experiences, we give undue importance to the waking experience. And it is here we get caught up in this samsara. There was one Mahatma, he got up in the morning and started crying. So all his disciples came, Guru Maharaj, Parabrahma Sadguru, why you are crying? I had a very bad dream, my dear disciples. Guru Maharaj, you only taught us avasthatraya vivek. You only taught us that dreams are illusions. And now you are crying. Anyway, it is illusion, don't bother, forget about it. Have a cup of coffee. No, you don't even allow me to talk. Okay, talk with that. I dreamed so badly that I am a butterfly. Anyway, it's okay. Dream is over. No, let me talk fully. Yes, the disciples said. See, I dreamed that I am a butterfly, therefore I am crying. But my question is, whether your guru dreamed that he is a butterfly or the butterfly is dreaming that he is your guru. This is the question. See, friends. On the basis of this question, Janak Maharaj was given the Ashtavakra Gita by the great sage Ashtavakra. What is our identity? And Swakale Satyavad Bhati Prabodhe Sati Asat Bhave. When the dream is dreamed, nobody dreams the dream as a dream. That time it is a solid reality, is it not? Like this reality. So either accept that also as a reality or accept this as a dream. But what we do, when we write autobiography of a Dambonanda, in that what do? We write only 1/3 of our total life. Only waking experiences. What about a dream? That also makes a part of our life. What about a deep sleep? That also makes a part of our total life. But we take only the waking experiences, and that too also only culled, selected experiences, goody. Nobody will tell what mischief he has done. See, friends, if you really mean the truth, then nothing in this world can ever attract. Nothing. And such a master, Avadhut Maharaj, he may be in the midst of everything, seemingly getting involved in everything, but he is nowhere in anything. See, friends. Therefore, Vidita Viditabhyam, like the waking with the waker and the waking experiences are supported by this absolute conscious reality. When it comes and goes, there is no loss to the conscious reality. Then the dream comes, stays and goes, there is no loss, no gain. And when there is a deep sleep, there is no absence of anything. The truth continues to be as it is. It is something like the sky with many dark clouds, thundering and raining in cats and dogs. It is like the waking experience. Then the sky with lots of white and bright clouds, only making noise, no rains. That is like a dream experience. And there is no light, absolute darkness at all. It is like the deep sleep. And then there is a Nirabhra space, cloudless blue sky. It is like the meditation, samadhi. All of them come, stay, go. Nothing happens to the conscious space. Vidita Viditabhyam, waking and dream fall in the purview of known. Avidita, unknown, fall in the purview of the deep sleep, falls in the purview of the unknown. That which is beyond the Jagra Sapna Sushupti is our essential nature. What it is never told. Please remember this. Other will take a tabla peti and mere sapta chitta ananda roop. Kuch bhi hoga. The tabla peti brand is only good for entertainment. Bhagwan Shankaracharya says, Veena Vadana Saundaryam Bhuktaye Natu Bhuktaye. It is okay for entertainment. See? That harmonium fellows, Mary Junari, and people get fed up. Finally they clap to stop it. And he thinks he is appreciated. Vinita Vinita Bhyamtan Pruthak Bodha Swarupakam. It is of the nature of experience which does not have any qualified experience. Bodhepyanubhavo yasya na kaschan na kathashchan jayate tam katham bodhe shastram doshtam narasamakritim. In Panchadashi, this is one very special thing about Panchadashi. Panchadashi does not talk a language of goody-goody. Bhagavan Krishna has to coax Arjuna. Hey Parantapa, hey Gudakesha. And Arjuna has to say, hey Arisudana, hey Madhusudana, hey Janardana. It's called as, like you go to the Rotary Club meetings. There is no human being. He is president, he is past president, he is future president, he is a dead president, he is still the president. And then he praises him, and Parasparam Bhavayanta. Here, there also in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna is praising Arjuna, you are such a great master, how come you are confused? And Arjuna says, hey Bhagavan Janardana, you are the one, the creator of this world and all that. Here, Nayamatma balahine nalabhya. The truth is not for those who are dropouts and cowards and weaklings. What is weakling? I have been doing good job, Bhagavan Krishna, for so many years. Now you say, no. I came across one Swami who came to study, and when he was listening to this Kelopanishad, after the lecture was over, he came to my room. Swami, today I am extremely hurt. I said, I told you, don't lift anything. No, not that, because of your lecture. I said, you hear also? You told Nedam Yaditam Upasate, Upasana that you are doing is useless, throw it away. All life I have been doing Krishna, Krishna. You know what will happen to Krishna? I think he will get another food, don't worry.